What the fuck are you doing there, Brian? Are you writing a novel? Do you think it's gonna be the greatest novel that anybody's ever read? No, I don't think so. I'm like, hey, Peter, I just got picked up by Uber. They put my wheelchair in the back. It fit perfectly.
I'm Bradie Whetham, by the way.
Peace, bro.
I'm a former child actor here in Canada.
What would you say is your passion?
The trike and a strike with a force, to drink a bottle, wreck the model, and right to the core. He throws a pipe to the floor. I stumbled a bit.
The reason the taxi industry is pissed off is because they have these things called medallions.
I was a man whore by the time I was 12 years old.
12 years old,
I was on a
right?
therapy couch talking more about that than my drug use and stuff. Because I was a kid, I kind of just got thrown into it.
You really need a good team in order to really make something work.
You should always be learning and trying to better yourself as an actor, as an entrepreneur, as anything.
If you could go back and talk to the 10-year-old version of yourself, what would you tell yourself?
Hey there, how you doing, Marcin? Pick me up an Uber and take me around to see Lois or what?
So is this like cash cab or?
This is the swag.
It's hard for me to give myself credit sometimes. I guess that's the true artist inside of me, is I'm always kicking my own ass, right?
If it wasn't for this, I couldn't be doing this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Yeah. Fuck. We can say fuck. I say fuck.
That's not gonna be a fun.
I just watched the show, man.
Bing bang boom, Uber experiment.
It's crazy. Today's episode is brought to you by Refuel by DigiPower. Action-packed rechargeable batteries for your GoPro devices.
Gearbest.com.
Gearbest.com. We're picking up Alex. Uber for Alex? Yeah, come in. You better put your seatbelts on. Before we go, we're on something called the Uber Experiment. We're filming a TV show for web series, and you guys are pretty good. Yeah, we're good.
What?
It'll be good.
So it's called the Uber Experiment.
Okay.
We're driving around Toronto, picking up unsuspecting riders. We're talking about business, ideas, and passion.
Okay.
So is this like cash cab or?
Well, it's sort of like cash cab. This is the swag. Okay, so this is a book. Well, actually, a company that I own. So I don't know who gets this. You guys can fight over that. We can talk about that after.
Where's the competition,
man?
Okay, goes to the oldest in the car. Who's the oldest in the car? Each.
Where are you guys going? Hold on a second.
We're gonna go to STEWIE Gardens.
Yeah.
Shore Gardens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta do the first.
What do you guys? What's up with the camera?
They're actually filming a documentary on me. I'm a former child actor here in Canada.
You're a former child actor?
I'm a former child actor, yeah. So I've been out of the acting world for about 10 years now. When I was a young kid, I got scouted out of Cambridge, Ontario, and kind of came to Toronto. My first gig was I was Chip the Teacup on Beauty and the Beast, the Broadway play here on the Princess of Wales Theatre. I kind of just took off from there. I did everything for a little bit, from like Goosebumps episodes to a show called Erie, Indiana.
Whether you like it or not, he's back. D-A-double-D-Y, fantastic.
I've got a show that still plays on TV every day on Bravo called Wind at My Back. It was a CBC production.
Holy doodle.
But yeah, no, I keep busy, man. I used to be a child actor.
What about these guys?
They're filming the documentary on what I do now.
So you guys need my permission to record
A little
this
bit,
too.
yeah. If they're recording, I don't know if he's rolling.
Yeah.
This is kind of an odd thing. There's a camera here and a camera
Right.
here.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Why aren't you in LA? What are you doing here?
I actually, all the offers that I did have to go to LA or New York or anything like that, I was turning down. I kind of fell into it. Like I said, I was scouted. I never, at 10 years old, I was in private school and kind of lived in the country and had a reserve life, and then was scouted, and my whole life changed within it.
Like models do? You walk down the street and somebody just sees you? Or
Kind of. Like I did a little workshop at a community play just to kind of get out of the house in the summer out of my parents' hair, and there was like an agent sitting in the crowd, and they came up to my parents and they said, we want your kid to do these, like, you know, to join our agency. And
you just had that look that he liked?
I guess so. I looked young, yeah. Like I'm 31 and I look
like he's 16.
I look young, right? So I got a lot of work. I had a lot of work. But yeah, I always turned down. I didn't want to go that big with it. I just wanted to be successful at what I did.
So you didn't get into the whole drug?
Oh no, I totally did. Yeah, by 18 I had to be completely sober, because 13 I had started my drug habit, right? Like it was different time in the 90s in the acting world.
Did you act in the States?
No, I
or-
turned down every States role or out of country role that I ever kind of either got offered. Like, I would audition and do callbacks for a lot of stuff, and then when they kind of gave me the role, I would sit down and go over it with my agency and say, is this good for me or is this not? So things like the original X-Men, when that got made, they wanted me to tour away from school for 6 months to play a small role in the film, and I just didn't.
Was it you or your parents that said no?
Me. Yeah.
He's
Really?
a diva like
Yeah.
that.
No, I am a little
Well,
bit.
it's not even. No, it's not even being a
Right.
diva. I mean, if you're a kid and you turn out a role, then you're being responsible because you're trying to focus on education.
I'm trying to focus on education and having a real life because
Did you end up going to university or
No,
college?
I
or
didn't.
anything?
I got accepted. I
What?
got accepted.
The
and I didn't
irony,
go.
right?
I didn't go. By the time that I got out, I actually joined. I became a pro wrestler.
No shit.
Yeah, I did. I actually got into the pro wrestling.
You don't look like that.
I'm
What's your
not.
stage
I don't.
name?
I had to take a lot of steroids back then. But,
What's
now,
your stage name?
I was Bradie Bling.
Brady. Did you say your full name? I don't know if you said.
I'm Bradie Whetham, by the way. But yeah, I used to go by the name Bradie Bling, and then now I'm a referee. So I'm just I referee events and I dabble into the promotion a little bit.
Representing BTC, Bobby Potter!
Well, wrestling is it real or is it fake? You know.
Well, it's entertainment. That's the best
Right.
way to put it. Like, have I been injured? Yeah, too much. Like, I have herniated discs in my neck, and I didn't have a full career like some of these guys do. I know there was a friend of mine, Josh Alexander. He was literally just tipping the scales of becoming a huge star in this business, and he had broke his neck twice. And he had a second neck fusion, so he had to retire at 27 years old. So like these guys they kill themselves. I kill myself. We all do. It's you have to love it to be able to put up with the pain from it. But is it entertainment? Yeah, for sure it's entertainment.
What would you say is your passion?
My
You seem to be
passion
doing
is
a lot of
entertainment.
things, and you kind of all over the place,
Yeah,
scattered.
but Brady's like that. He's everywhere. He's like an ADD child.
I think this is why these guys want to do a documentary on me, right? Is because
How did you guys meet?
The way we met Brady was actually pretty funny. Like, we just sat down, we started talking, and we connected. And he's like, yo.
Where did you sit down though? You had to meet somewhere. Though.
Yeah, we met at the Emico Mini Convention that runs in Kitchener and Cambridge.
Okay.
And,
I do a lot of conventions and stuff. Right?
As a speaker, motivational speaker, or
Well, no, I do more of like the panels and kind of just talking about my life in the entertainment industry and that kind of a thing. So
you must be all over the web, like YouTube. You have your own channel.
Yeah, I have my own channel. I don't do a lot of I don't have really an ego to stroke in a sense. So I'm not like I don't do.
But you don't
vlogs and
necessarily
stuff,
need an
right?
ego to get on YouTube. I
No,
mean,
it's hard for me to just sit down with a camera and talk to it. And
yeah,
it's not easy.
I started this as a pure accident.
Yep.
But I have another YouTube channel for the publishing company. The network that picked us up, they said, no, you should be the host. Me as in me.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm not a camera person at all. So I handed in my 45-second skit where I was introducing the videos for our thing. They're like, oh, we love it. But that 45-second took me literally 9 hours to shoot and edit. And there was almost no script to it. Because you gotta have all this energy up front.
Exactly.
And if
You
that's
gotta
not
be
what
on.
you do, right, if that's not what you do, you're not. But where's this? I talk business. I go to a lot of networking events. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I live this. I breathe this. I'm hungry like you guys.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it.
Is this the first documentary you guys have shot, or have you guys done anything else?
This is.
By the way, introduce yourselves, all of you.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm Alex.
I'm Wesley Juma,
Yeah, I'm Michael.
Okay.
and we are Zan Nation Productions.
That's right.
This is actually like our first documentary, and then we were just talking to Brady at the Emico Mini Convention. We connected. We were just like, it's all about passion and ambition, and we just
Special place in my heart.
Yeah, yeah. And then once we talked, Brady was just like, "Yo, we should do a concert together. Let's go host a concert, and then from there we'll do a documentary." And it's just like he's everywhere, right? He's never in one place.
Do you know other child stars?
I know a few. But I never like
why
a lot
don't
of the
you-
child stars never got along because they were all fighting for the same roles, right? So I see
So
more
there's a lot of
these-
competition.
Oh, it was ridiculous, and the moms would compete against each other too, right?
Oh, that's probably even worse.
The mothers are the worst part. Like you can hear them like, "Oh, my kid, looks better for this role," and it's like you don't know what.
Would you say you had a normal upbringing while still acting?
I had a normal upbringing until acting.
When did you really start acting?
10 years old. 10 years old.
So
And I
that's
went-
not really much of a childhood.
I was homeschooled for a year. I finished that homeschooling within 3 months. Like the private school I went to was really an advanced education anyway. To begin
Gotcha.
with. And I was on the honor roll in that side of that education. So
Right.
by the time I had hit public school, like actual public school, and I was out of the private school, I'm like, this is really too easy.
Did you enjoy it? Is what I'm asking.
I did enjoy academics until I got into acting. Then I realized that maybe there's more to life than just knowing math skills. Right?
Life skills are a lot more important. I mean, I'm not saying don't go to school. I'm saying school teaches
Now,
discipline.
listen to this guy. Don't go to school. Quick.
No,
right
no,
now.
I did. I go into university,
Drop
but
out.
I am very disciplined. And if a person isn't disciplined, then they should go to some sort of an institution.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's military or university or something. But if you're self-disciplined, then you could drop out and still continue learning on your own. Like all the biggest entrepreneurs, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. I mean, yes, they were smart, like you. They were on an honor roll. They went to Harvard, but they were just bored and they just dropped out to pursue their own thing.
And I do feel like that's kind of what happened with the A. I became more in love with performing than I ever did with academics. Right.
Right.
I still love to perform, but I like the whole process of everything behind the scenes as well.
Do you have some sort of a company where you're
Yeah, I have
maybe recruiting or
I have
helping
a
other-
management and promotions company. It's called Unlikely Me Entertainment. I basically try to do the same thing that people did for me when I was younger and try and find talent and put them in the right direction. I'm doing it more in the musical scene. Like I'm
musical? So what are you, a rapper too or something?
Yeah, I'm a rapper.
I do this rap thing to explore chords and settle scores. This kettle pours like boiling blood from my veins. I'll explain this one time. I'm straight up insane. Whooping brains, Steven Seagal, Anderson Kick.
What? You're not going to ask me to drop a beat. Drop a
Backwards
verse.
hat, right? I don't know if I can curse. I'm pretty. I'm
You can
profane.
curse. We could
I'm
always
profane.
just put some bleeps if it's too much.
All right.
Really? Like
Yeah.
fuck?
We can say fuck. I say
Shit.
fuck.
That's not gonna be in the fuck.
All right, let's
All
drop it
right.
like this. All right. I'm a phenomenon at a Comic-Con with a tauntaun and a bomber on a St. Your Mama song. Know it's your dad's jazz. These asshats ain't intelligent, they lack facts. I'm past that. Spit wicked shit. Dry to die mental. I'm sent to the sky temple. I'm chilling with Kid Icarus. Now lick a licorice. I'll flick your. I'm about my cash flow. I'm still a fucking asshole. Goddamn. I'm not the guy with the Porsche. I'ma do with the trike and a strike with a force. To drink a bottle, wreck the model. I'm ripe to the core. He throws a pipe to the floor and then I'll light up a torch. In hindsight, mom was right, man. Light up more. It flew by overnight. High just like a storm. A flash in the pan. Well, fuck it. I'll take it because 15 minutes of fame still means that I made it. I get it done.
Wow.
I stumbled a bit, but it is.
You write your own lyrics?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Damn.
for sure. But my lyrics, like, if actual lyricist hears what I said there, they're like, I don't know.
How many hours sleep do you get a night?
None.
No, come on, you gotta get some.
I had 3 hours
Last
sleep
night,
last
I got 3 hours and 43 minutes of sleep.
I had
3 hours and 43 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly.
I do sometimes. So what I do is I try and sleep from December till February because everything calms down.
So you're like a bear?
Yeah, kind of. I'll sleep and regroup my brain cells. What happens every now and then too is you get overexhausted. You become a little bit of an asshole for a couple days, right? I'm in that mode right now, actually.
Okay.
I'm asshole mode for a couple days, but you come out of it too, right? So
Yeah, but you're really a nice guy.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I try to be. So if this is an asshole, maybe I am like a sweetheart.
So I picked you guys in an Uber. How do you guys, do you use Uber or any
Absolutely.
of you?
When I'm in the GTA, for sure I do.
I first took Uber, about a month ago, and honestly, I'm never taking an ordinary cab again. You
can't.
You can
honestly.
after excellent customer service, the cheap rates,
Right.
significantly cheaper.
Yeah.
Than
Yeah.
than all these other taxi cab companies. It's fantastic. I'm a huge advocate for Uber. I think it's great.
Like, why is Toronto trying to get rid of Uber? That's what I don't understand.
The reason the taxi industry is pissed off is because they have these things called medallions. Medallions are licenses that allow a driver to drive a taxi in Toronto.
Yeah.
So imagine you had this house, right?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, it's worth zero. The entire system's collapsed because of this technology and this app. So that's why everybody's all up in arms about it. If it wasn't for this, I couldn't be doing this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly
Right?
right.
I would not be doing a TV show. It worked out.
So the thing is, like, there's a service that's inadequate, and then they obviously Uber came and gave a more adequate service. They should be getting mad.
It's free enterprise.
Yeah, honestly.
It's free enterprise.
I love Uber. I love.
What if your father or your uncle was driving a taxi? How would you feel then, though?
You switch to Uber, man.
Yeah.
You got to.
You get in with the times. The cool thing about it is people ask me, like, oh, how long you been an Uber driver? I'm like, I'm not an Uber driver. I just come on to videotape these episodes. If I was an Uber driver. It's an excellent platform to earn money on a very flexible schedule. I don't know how you guys are doing. You know, maybe you guys are millionaires already, maybe you're not, whatever. But if you're just starting out, right, you will either have to get a second job, or so you can work at McDonald's. Awesome, sponsor us, please. Or you can be an Uber driver if you have a car, and then create your own hours. If you need to have a client meeting or something, then you can turn off Uber and then go to that meeting. Whereas with a regular job, you cannot do that. You're sort of tied to your hours and your schedule. So it's a great way to supplement your income. So how about you? Advice to anybody who wants to be an actor?
An actor? Learn your craft. Never stop learning. And that's with anything. That you should always be learning and trying to better yourself as an actor, as an entrepreneur, as anything, whatever you do, a veterinarian. Like, try to keep yourself passionate. I find is I have to be fully consumed by something. Are most artists a little bit schizophrenic? Yeah, because you're being consumed by 12 different ideas all the time, right? But you still need to be consumed by those ideas to keep going. So as an actor, the best thing to do is to either, if you're a character actor, research character acting. If you're an actor that, you know, lives that person and you become a method actor, well then research method acting. If you're a serious actor, one of the things that actually can help is going and doing improv, stuff like that. Go down to Second City, do those courses, do those training courses that do actually help you out and make you a better actor. The hardest thing to do is to get up on stage and make people laugh. If you can make people laugh,
that's on my to-do list.
It's
to go
not
and do this improv.
It's not easy.
I think I'm pretty fucking funny.
Well, what I do is
just watch the show, man.
I'll show up to him.
It's not even funny. It's just like witty. You got to be clever.
Yeah, you have to.
You got to be a wordsmith. And it helps with the ladies too.
So, I've got a crutch because I got into acting by doing voices. So I'm a voice impersonator. That's how I got into it.
Oh, can you do Christopher Walken?
When just driving in Uber, you understand, Uber is a great experiment, but it's a little hard. We're trying to get it out there, you understand? Bing, bang, boom, Uber experiment on the way.
It's crazy.
So what I could do is just talk a whole ride like I was Ted or Peter Griffin. We could be like, hey there, how you doing, Marcin? Pick me up in Uber and take me around to see Lois or what?
What the fuck are you doing there, Bradie? Are you writing a novel? Do you think it's gonna be the greatest novel anybody's ever read? No, I don't think so.
I'm like, hey, Peter, I just got picked up by Uber. They put my wheelchair in the back. It fit perfectly. David Buddy, Devil's Roll. Devil's Roll.
I'll show up to an improv night at like a little cannabis club or something
like
that, and walk in and everyone's kind of, on the couch this. And they're all listening to weed humor or something. I get up there, I'm like,
holy fucking shit, look at all the potheads in here. Oh my God. Get off the couch, you lazy bastard.
Right? And it just blows these guys away.
Right.
I like doing that with the improv stuff, but so I can't so much look or listen to somebody's voice. What I can do is watch another impersonator and take it from them. So I can watch their throat or how they breathe and then hold their air, and that's how I kind of get a lot of my stuff out, right? Usually 10 minutes for most voices, I can get it down.
Really?
A lot of female voices I can't do. My voice is so
female?
low.
I didn't know guys could do female voices.
Well, yeah, a little bit. Like I can do high female like cartoon voices. So Chip Teacup, when I did that on Broadway, I think the reason why I got the role so quick is because I could come in and be, Mama, there's a girl in the castle. Like you can kind of picture. Like I don't have the greatest.
What's the industry like in Canada for voiceover cartoon?
If there's any voiceover agents watching, hit me up because I don't have a voiceover agent. I've only done voiceover work a little bit, and I want to get into it. It's huge. It's huge. It's a big world that is getting bigger every day with these video games and things like that, right? And all the animated stuff.
Right.
I just feel like I should pursue that a a little bit more. But I have so much stuff going on, right?
There's a big voice in that little man.
There is.
It's huge.
What is your primary focus?
I don't have one.
Okay,
I just go, and if something hits, then I run with it, right? I run the bases. If it's a home run, cool. If it's a grand slam, even better.
Wow.
And if something fails, then I just dust myself off. And
you're very talented. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Entrepreneurial mindset, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you about 20 questions. Say the first thing that comes to your mind. Donald Trump or Richard Branson?
Donald Trump.
Money or fame?
Money.
Procrastinator or doer?
Procrastinating.
Start the day or press the snooze button?
Start the day.
Splurge or save?
Save.
Obama or Bush?
Well, either way, I sound like an idiot. Obama, I guess.
Prius or Ferrari?
Prius.
Android or Apple?
Android.
Favorite hashtag?
No sleep ever.
Kanye West or Taylor Swift?
Oh, jeez.
That's just in there.
That's just as bad as the Bush and Obama. I'll take I'll take
You can
Kanye
skip.
because I
You
like
can-
College Dropout. I like that. I like that album.
Tap water or bottled water?
Convenience is bottled, but I'm gonna say tap. Sir.
Follow passion or a paycheck?
Passion.
Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones?
Breaking Bad.
Organized or scattered?
Organized.
Invest in people or invest in good ideas?
I like them both, but
Yeah.
a good idea is a good idea.
Sometimes
but
you
people
just can't.
Well, I've heard so many good ideas. I've come up with so many good ideas. If the right person's not behind it, it's never gonna get off the ground. Right? But I'm actually really intrigued by this whole concept. I like what you're doing. I think this is good.
Yeah, me
I
too,
think
man.
we're in the world of
Honestly.
natural conversation now, and this is what's
Yeah.
more interesting is organic conversation than this put on stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more couches and talks.
No.
Yeah, this is where it is.
This is where.
Yeah.
So here's a question for any one of you guys. Can fish drown?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes! Yes, they can! They can
Their gills are
drown!
blocked, right?
Huh?
Their gills are blocked.
Fish go up
They get air.
to get air,
And if they
right?
don't have if their gills are blocked or something
Exactly.
like that, they can drown. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I knew that.
True.
Yeah.
Is this on Google?
Yeah.
Fish can die. What the?
No, when you're growing up, did you have a lot of you hear a lot of stories about bullied
I had
and
to become
jealous? Oh, you had to become
I had
one.
to become one to save myself.
Oh, okay.
I got my face rearranged more times than I can count.
in school, in high school, or
High school.
Did people
on the street.
even know?
Yeah, people automatically hate you, right?
But how did they know? Is it were you that famous?
Because I'm on TV every day.
Okay.
Like, so when they go, I wouldn't tell anybody about my acting gigs. What would happen is they'd be like, "Hey, I seen you on this McDonald's commercial last night, or you're on Zeller's commercial yesterday, or
Right.
I watched you on this movie that was on HBO or whatever."
Right.
They knew who I was. Like I couldn't get away from it. I just see me when I look in the mirror, right? Like, and then when I hear me, so even when I do a voice or something like that, I just hear me doing it. I don't hear. It's hard for me to give myself credit sometimes. I guess that's the true artist inside of me, is I'm always kicking my own ass, right? Or you just don't think you're as talented as some other people may perceive you to be, right? I don't.
That's what good about you.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's good and it's bad.
Yeah.
It is bad too. You're right.
You never
it's a war.
you never slow
It's a
down,
war.
right? You're very critical, and you just keep going and going because you're never satisfied. You're never fulfilled.
I'm never fulfilled. I'm
right?
not.
Probably explicitly happy with what you're doing, but you're never fulfilled.
Never.
Right?
Never.
That is the problem.
But that's why you need a good woman.
Did the whole acting thing help you with picking up ladies, or?
I was a man whore by the time I was 12 years old.
12 years old,
I was on a
right?
therapy couch talking more about that than my drug use and stuff. Oh man, I was a womanizer. But I had spent a lot of years trying to get that out of my mind frame.
Right.
Because I was a kid, I kind of just got thrown into it.
12 years old, for sure. Yeah.
There was new extras every day. New extras every day. So you come on set for a show that you're on, and it's like, there's new girls.
They must have been older then.
Some of them were.
Yeah.
Some of them taught me what I was doing. Like, there's women that are like 6 feet tall, and they like giving me the wink, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? I'm 5'5", and I look like I'm 16. This means that if you find me attractive, there's something up here that you need to probably go and deal with. Like, you need to tell yourself, I'm attracted to 16-year-old boys. Like man boys, you know.
Here are the cards, you guys. So you can find the episodes and everything on there.
Sweet.
Thank you, man.
This was fun.
Do I have your permission to put this on YouTube and TV and everywhere else?
Of course.
And
Absolutely, man.
Everybody needs to say yes.
Of course. Yeah.
My team will want to check it out.
Yeah.
But,
of course.
otherwise, yeah.
Well, we'll ensure to send you guys the cut before we post it up and everything. And each one of you, your best advice to people out there who want to pursue their own thing.
Have a lot of perseverance. You always got to keep your head up high no matter what. If you feel down, you just got to pick yourself back up. That's just the way to do it.
Especially.
Honestly, I mean, I could say hard work and perseverance and everything else, but you honestly need a good team.
Yeah,
you need
absolutely.
a good team. Like, no man built the mountain on their own. You need a good team. I love Alex. I love Mike. Bradie's my boy. You really need a good team in order to really make something work, man.
What do you do when somebody's not hungry, but you didn't know when you hired them?
You try to motivate them
Yeah.
as much as you can.
Yeah.
If it's if you found that you're wasting too much time on stressing over somebody else's issues, then you move on. Don't burn any bridges is always my thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
it doesn't matter what somebody does to you. You can defend yourself and stand up for yourself, but you also don't want to ego.
The cameraman.
Yep. What's up?
Same question, Mike. Same question.
I was just gonna say, never sleep, always
sleep.
work all the time. You
No
have to
sleep
take
ever.
care of your mind, your body, everything, all
Everything.
aspects. If you don't, you're just gonna
Burn out.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
That's not true. I haven't burnt out. Brady here hasn't burnt out.
I'm close.
It's you're already fucking at 10 or whatever it is.
I don't know if that's exactly what I said, but
if you could go back and talk to the 10-year-old version of yourself, what would you tell yourself?
I wish I was you.
Like me?
No, I would tell my 10-year-old self, I wish I was you. Does that make any sense? It means I miss my childhood.
Yeah.
Right? I would honestly probably tell him, keep your nose clean.
Yeah.
Keep your nose clean. And stuff like school and relationships with friends outside of school and all that is not as important as what you're put on this earth to do.
That is so true.
You're getting caught in the system's games. You gotta do what you want.
So sometimes you just have to make those sacrifices. Right?
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to sacrifice. You know, they stick around negative people and then they lose out.
Yeah.
Well, it was awesome meeting you all.
It was awesome meeting you too, my friend.
Thank
you.
Thanks, man.
It was quite the pleasure, man.
Thank you. It was a long ride.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
for all the money. You just gotta get out.
Yeah. All right. Bye. We're out.
All right.
Well, thank you very much, man. This was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Of course. Well, actually, hold on. I'll get you a new copy.
Wow. Then I realized I wouldn't accomplish much in life without an education.
So you mean the man should pressure free me to think, so you buy into the system, right?
Oh, this is your building.
This is my building.
The Bargains Group?
Bargains Group is my company.
So I want to know about work-life balance, because for me,
There's
myself,
no such thing.
Okay.
Stop looking for where the money is. Look to see what you're passionate about, and passion equals profits. You'll figure it out.
So we could do business here.
I do business with lots of Uber drivers. Very quickly get so caught up in your passion that, it's like you look at your watch and 5 years has gone by.
When you were first getting started in business, did you have any help?
There is no such word as no to an entrepreneur. It's maybe. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and our job is to teach our kids how to survive. There's lots of times in my career where I've had unbelievable opportunities that I was just, tasting them and salivating, but I said no because it would have jeopardized something with my family. People laugh, but you have to treat your personal life
like a business.
Like a business. That's the amazing thing about being an entrepreneur. You can write the handbook.
Catch my breath for a second there.
Right on.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I love it.